What's going on, Natty Gaines? David Messick here. We just got done training legs. We're starting a new program called Strength and Size. It's absolutely brutal. It was great. The legs were growing. But me and Josh were talking, and we realized that there's one thing that a lot of people are doing in the gym, and that's not necessarily seeing the results and the goals that they're wanting. So you're going into the gym, and you're lifting, and you just feel like you're not gaining size or you're not getting stronger. And one of the reasons that could be is because you're not progressively overloading. So if you're not progressively overloading, what's that mean? That term is basically meaning you're throwing more weight on the bar or increasing your dumbbells, whatever. So what we kind of did today for our squats and our Romanian deadlifts and all our lunges, things like that, we increased the weight and we lowered our reps. So starting with like a set of 8, then going to 6, and then going to 4. Pyramiding down, but we're increasing the weight. Now what's that doing to the body? It's shocking it. You're throwing more weight on there and you're overloading the muscles.
This is a great way to build up the strength and not stay in stagnation like what he just said.
Exactly. So that could be one reason you guys aren't seeing the results you want to see. But another big thing is you go into the gym and let's say you're hitting a squat. But all you're doing is you're focusing on just doing a squat. You're not really having that mind-muscle connection on what it is that you're doing. So Josh, when you're doing a squat, what is it that's going through your head as you're actually performing the exercise?
Yeah, you're basically just trying to get through the lift, basically. I mean, when people squat, it's usually in the standard sense. You just kind of keep the legs shoulder width apart.
Yep.
You go up, you go down, and you just kind of do the weights that you're normally used to. The thing is, like what he was just saying earlier, you definitely want to do the progressive overload. So you have to slowly increase the weight as you go throughout the weeks. It's a long process. So you just kind of have to slowly increment the weights up and up and up. And same thing with the rep ranges. They have to be accommodated with the weights you're doing. So you go up in the reps, you go lower in weight. You go down with the reps, you go higher in the weight. So It's something you have to just kind of find over time. And like I said, it takes a while to get used to and to do the progressive overload process.
Yep. So, but doing this overloading, it's going to be great for you guys because you're going to see those results. You're going to start to get stronger. But that mind-muscle connection on when you're squatting. So when you're going down, once you get past that 90 degree, and I'm just going to tell you right now, it's okay to squat lower than 90 degrees. You're activating your glutes and your hamstrings more. So the guys in the gym, if you're not even going down 90 degrees or you're doing that quarter rep thing, all that pressure and all that tension is on your quads. It's a lot of quad focus. So, you're wanting to get, you want a better booty. You guys, you need to work your booty too. So, if you're wanting to just gain, size on your overall legs, you can't forget that you also have an ass and you have hamstrings, and that's things that you need to be working.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you're getting down past 90, you need to be having this mind-muscle connection on, activating hamstrings, activating glutes, and then, you're activating the quads in the beginning portion and on the way back up past the 90. The same thing as you would say for like your Romanian deadlifts.
Yes, or sumo squats rather.
Exactly.
Either or. You can focus different muscle groups with changing the angles of certain exercises.
Exactly.
So like with the standard squats, obviously you're kind of working out. With any squat, you're doing everything, obviously, but the focus changes. Compound exercises, yeah. The standard squats, there's probably going to be a little bit more quad and glute activity going on there. But once you change the stance, you widen it out to a sumo squat, the hamstrings are going to come more into play. So you put the focus elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So this is how this whole new program that we're doing called Strength and Size is formatted on. We're targeting the muscles with that mind-muscle connection, and we're having a goal in mind. We're not just doing a squat to do a squat. So when we have sumo, when we have close stance, our regular squat, we're having that mind-muscle connection. Okay, I'm focusing on outer quad right now. I'm focusing on inner quad right now. On our RDLs, we're focusing on that stretch and the hamstring and focusing right on that. I'm not just focusing on doing the movement and not really targeting that muscle. If I'm not feeling it in my hamstrings, I'm wasting my time. So when you do it, grab a lighter weight, get the form down to where you can connect with the muscle that it is you're training, and then once you have that mind-muscle connection, you're going to start to see way better results. Really, you need to have the mind-muscle connection down before you even start to overload. Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. And it is kind of difficult when you're starting out exercises like, say, Romanian deadlifts. It's more complex than it looks. You think it's just as easy as taking a weight and you're just kind of bending over, you're keeping your legs slightly bent but stiff and fixed in that position, and you're just going up and down. But the problem is, when it comes to those workouts, people don't have the best mind-muscle connection at first. It takes a lot of practice. You know, you try to focus on the hamstrings, but what a lot of people do is they end up using their lower backs to bring the weight up.
Exactly.
So it's something you have to kind of just practice with, and you got to get used to finding that mind-muscle connection first. It's not going to happen overnight.
Yep. So if you're tired of going into the gym and wasting your time and not getting the results that you're looking for, you feel like you're not getting stronger, you're not getting bigger, you don't want to waste your time. That's the biggest thing you can't get back. You can't get your time back. And if you're going into the gym, you ain't in there to waste your time. Get that mind-muscle connection down. Focus on what it is you're doing. Focus on starting to progressively overload your muscles with compound exercises. If all you're doing is isolation, knock it off. Start with your compound exercises. Build that overall base. Build that structure. Like I said, mind-muscle connection, and follow a program. Guys, I can't stress on I got a program for you. But no, if you guys, seriously, if you're looking to get results, you need to be training with a program. You need to be tracking what it is that you're doing so you can actually progress weekly for your goals. I mean, if you just go into the gym and you're not focusing on a program or progressing, you're just kind of going in there aimlessly, and you're not going to see the results you want. Like I said, we're in this to help you. We're in this to make you better. We're in this to help you guys achieve your goals. We've been in the spot to where we went into the gym and we necessarily weren't seeing the results that we wanted. But guess what? Knowledge is power. And once you learn that mind-muscle connection, you learn that progressive overload, and you learn how to trust in a program that's actually going to work for you, I promise you, you're going to see the results that you want.
Just make sure whatever you do, you gotta prepare to play the long game. You have to plan ahead. This does not happen quickly. And I got to be honest, you know, me and him, we still go through those phases where it's like we don't feel like we're plateauing. You know, we're not getting where we want to be in certain aspects of our training or anything like that. So you just got to prepare. There's going to be some setbacks, and it's going to take longer than you expect. You just got to remember that and stay in that mindset. So don't be over anxious about it, or don't rush it or anything like that. That's one of the main things that people have a problem with.
For sure.
You know, everyone wants everything right now.
You don't deserve it right now. You don't deserve crap. You got to work for it. All right, guys. For more content, stay tuned. Here at Natty Games, we're going to be bringing you guys workout videos, tips, motivation. If you guys want to see anything from us, or you guys have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Be sure to hit that subscribe and like button, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Toodles.